For sure, there have been times that as you get out of office or from your study, that you just wish that you could have accomplished more, or that there are still so many things left unchecked. You're at your limit, you're burnt out, and you don't even know why you're still sticking around. We all have 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. How can we make the most out of our time? Whatever situation you may be in, these 7 lessons from YouTubers can help you be more productive. Trick your brain into learning more. Shift your focus from falling into pits to save the princess to sticking with the task and learning more. When faced with a problem or a task that does not provide immediate reward or success is not easily within reach, do not let yourself down, get discouraged, or feel like a complete failure. Reframe your mindset. Welcome the challenges, the ups and downs. Treat the task as a game if you must. Learn more in the process and focus on the end goal. With a little modification in how we view things, especially when we are having fun doing them, we can stay driven and get significant improvements. Accept that there is no shortcut to success. Expect bumps along the journey. In learning and in life, it does not matter how many times you get knocked down. What is important is that you get back up each time. Try and try until you eventually succeed. I introduce you to the Golden Circle. In the context of school, teachers would tell you to read a certain book and do a review. This is the what. You then start with the task, and oftentimes it becomes a drag, you get stuck, and you end up hating reading. You then try to figure out how to do what needs to be done. You never get to the point of asking why. Why do you need to read it? Just because it is an assignment? No, that is not how it should be. Alternatively, and more effectively, you can start from the inside out. Start with why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Why do you get up from bed each morning? Do you want to be successful in business? Do you want to be a respected professional? Then start reading a book and learn more about the world. The rest will follow. Whatever it is that you are doing, make sure that it is aligned with your purpose, your belief, your calling. This is how great leaders inspire action. Most organizations create a product and they tell you how amazing the features and specifications are. But the truth is, people do not care about the what and the how. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Boredom is the enemy of progress. Boredom is one signal that you have been there too long, that there is nothing left in there that interests you and no room for growth. Boredom is a negative emotion, but a motivationally driven one. It is a call to action to change your circumstances. Sit back and reflect on what you really want in life. If you are in a position to choose, then choose to pursue more meaningful things, those that pique your interests. Never tolerate boredom because of the fear of failing at something else. The greatest threat to success is not failure, but boredom. Failure is the result of an attempted effort, while boredom is the result of a lack of motivation. If you are not in a position to exit and you must endure, then reframe your mindset and the situation so that it becomes more meaningful to you. Perhaps you have not dug deep enough to find what is in store for you. Set goals and challenge yourself. Remind yourself why you are doing this in the first place. What is your why? I came across this concept from watching Thomas Frank. It is called the 5-hour rule, coined by Michael Simmons. Spend 1 hour a day to learning and do it 5 days a week. Learning can come in different forms. It may be reading, reflection, or experimentation. The idea is to set aside time for lifelong personal development. Wake up an hour early every day to read a book. Instead of spending time on social media keeping up with what your friend's neighbor is up to, why not pick up a book? Start with something you're interested in. On a personal note, I have adopted this habit and listened to the audiobook Good to Great by Jim Collins while going for a night run. This also includes reflecting and being alone with your thoughts. Say you attended a class today, spend some time to internalize and focus on what you have learned. What are the key takeaways, and how can you apply it to other areas in your life? Experimentation is another way. Hone your skills. Practice. Say you want to learn how to play the piano, then start playing. 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. When you commit to learning as a daily habit, you will be more likely to be successful and more productive across the different aspects of your life. Speed listening. This technique applies when you're listening to audiobooks, podcasts, or class recordings. You can listen at 1.5 times speed, 2 times speed, or higher once you get used to it. Now, I urge you to pause this video, change the setting to at least 1.25 times the speed, and continue watching. The main benefit of this technique is that you get more things done. You get to consume more information over the same time span. You will be able to finish a 60-minute video in under 40 minutes. You can then allot this saved time in some other tasks that you need to do. There are drawbacks, of course. The main thing is that you probably will not enjoy or retain as much. This is true if you apply the technique when watching movies where you will most likely want to savor the emotions. However, if you are listening to self-help, non-fiction books, then there is no harm. Try it. See what speed works for you. Start gradually, say 1.25 times. If you normally finish 4 books a month, you can potentially increase that to 8 books or 10 books. The other one is that life is meant to be enjoyed and not meant to be lived at 2x speed. I completely agree on this one. With the fast-paced world we live in, forcing yourself to adjust and speed up makes life just unappealing. Therefore, you should be selective of when to apply this technique. For example, I would not recommend doing this when listening to music or philosophical videos where you will need time to ponder and reflect to get the most value. Set boundaries. According to Matt, this is the most overlooked way to be more productive. Set daily, weekly, and occasional boundaries for yourself. Get that highly coveted work-life balance. A day packed with tasks can be as productive as a day of rest. You should have the self-awareness to slow down and take a break to avoid burning out. Restrict your work hours on the weekdays. If you have a 9-to-5 job, spend no more time inside the office beyond those hours. Accept that real progress in your work will take time and there is a limit to what you can do. There will always be more work to be done. If you are a student, know when to put down the books and go back fresh the next day. Respect the weekends. Spend time with your family and friends. You are entitled to rest, no matter who you are and what level you are at. Ignoring rest is a surefire way to decrease your productivity and increase anxiety. And then, every once in a while, take a deep break. Get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Limit your screen time. Enjoy nature. Go hiking. Go to the beach. Completely detached from work and all the stress that comes with it. Take yourself out of it completely. Rest and reset. This simple set of rules will help you stay in the game longer. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The final lesson is from Marie Kondo, the tidying expert. Tidy up. Create your own productive space.
片付けを始める前に必要なのは理想の暮らしをイメージすることです。お家の中でどんな時間を過ごしたいですか？
For many of us working from home, especially in this time of pandemic, it has never been more important to declutter your home in a way that will get you started in the morning with good energy and allow you to be productive throughout the day. Create a Zen zone, a space that is orderly, calm and clean, and helps you focus. Move all unrelated items off of your workspace. Clutter overwhelms the brain and reduces productivity. Identify all the items that you need and designate a spot for them. Find one thing that sparks joy when you look at it, and add it to your Zen zone. It may be a vase of fresh flowers or your favorite succulent. If you're using the same space for multiple purposes, make sure you put them back to where they belong at the end of the day. The more stuff we have around us, the more overloaded our brains become. This tip may be obvious to some people, but you will be surprised to know that most of us overlook the importance of cleanliness in leading a productive day. If you like this video, subscribe now to get notified when the next one comes out. Comment down below if there's anything we missed that should have topped the list.